Hi guys, so I just wanted to pop on really quickly. Anyone that might live local in Enniskillen, for the month of May, as we all know this year, it's going to be Mental Health Month. So for that whole month on a Wednesday evening from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., I'm going to be running a donation-based yoga practice, and all donations will be give and made for the Ashling Centre in Enniskillen for all their amazing charitable work. They deserve support from everybody local, and they also deserve the recognition for all the work that they do. So please join us, come along. If you're living in Enniskillen and maybe you're a complete beginner to yoga, don't be worrying, all classes will be tailored to suit complete beginners, so everybody's welcome. So we'll see you all there. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our yoga practices. If you want, you can join me on your mat or any space that you may have in your home. We're going to come into our wide-legged child's pose. So from your tabletop position, just bring the big toes to touch and bring your knees out about the width of the mat. Sit bones down on top of the heels, extend the arms to the top of the mat and bring your forehead all the way down. Pause here, take nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Stretching the arms to the top of the mat so you're getting nice stretch into the sides of the body. Nice and gently start to lift up out of your child's pose, making your way into your tabletop position. So on your all fours, just stacking the joints, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, and gently move through some cats and cows. Breathing in, dip the tummy down towards the mat, gently lifting the gaze. Exhaling to round the upper back, draw your navel right in. Inhale, dip down, lift the gaze. And exhale to round. And just gently bring the spine back into a nice neutral position. We're going to practice some of our thread the needle. Inhale, bring the right arm out, bring it all the way up towards the sky, so you're opening up into the heart and into the chest. And on an exhale, sweep it down, thread it under and through to the opposite side. Bring your right ear down to the mat and extend that left hand to the top of the mat. Nice deep breaths. Breathing in and out through the nose. You can, if you wish, bring that left foot out to the side of the mat so you're leaning more into that right side of the body. So again, getting a deeper stretch. And bend into the left knee, release it back to the mat. Pause there, take a few deep breaths. Slide the left hand back to in front of the face, push the body up. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So left arm comes out to the side, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down, thread it through and under to the opposite side. Right hand can extend to the top of the mat. Bringing your gaze underneath the right armpit. Deep breaths. Again, you can, if you wish, extend the right leg out so you're leaning more onto that left side. Take deep breaths here. And bend into that right knee. Bring it back to the mat. Pause there, a few more deep breaths. Well done. Slide the right hand back in front of the face. Push the body up, back into tabletop. And from your tabletop position, we're going to extend the right leg out behind. Your heel drives back and the toes are pointing down towards the mat, and you're trying to keep your hips squared so you're not turning and rotating the right hip out. Left arm comes out in front if you can find the strength and the balance to do so. Nice deep breaths, fingers pointing 90 degrees straight ahead, and the thumb is pointing up towards the sky. Keep breathing here, don't hold the breath. And release. So we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Extend the left leg, toes are pointing down towards the mat, your heel is driving back. And if you find the balance and the strength, then you can extend the right arm out in front. Again, keep both hips pointing towards the mat. Nice deep breaths. And release. Well done. So we'll just sit back on top of the heels. Extend the arms, make a fist, and just gently do some wrist rotations. Just to warm up the wrists and change the direction. Some finger flexions. And back to tabletop. So set yourself up for your downward dog, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Knees and feet are about hip width apart. So when you're ready, you're going to take a deep breath and lift your body up into your downward dog. So heels drive back and down towards the mat. Some of us may have our heels up, and that's okay. Just gently try to bring them down as close as you can towards the mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And just on an inhale, bring the right leg up towards the sky. Straighten it out.
and release the foot back down. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Left leg comes up, driving down onto the right heel, and release it back down. You can pedal through the feet, lifting one heel up at a time, bringing any gentle movement into the posture that might feel good, and to loosen up any tightness in the body. And release the knees back down to the mat. And we're going to come down onto the mat in a prone position on our bellies. So just get nice and comfortable. So we're coming into our Sphinx. So it's a gentle back bend. So you don't want to come into it too deep. So elbows underneath the shoulders, lifting the body up, lifting the gaze, opening up into your heart, pressing down through the tops of the feet, into the thighs and into the pelvis. Gently relaxing the glutes, breathing deep into the belly. Try not to slouch down, keep your body lifted up. You can gently tuck the chin ever so slightly towards the chest, just to reduce any crunching into the back of the neck. If you feel the compression in your lower back is too much, just slide your hands up a little bit further towards the top of the mat. And on an exhale, you're going to start to lower your chest down towards the mat. Hug those hands in nice and close in towards the ribs. So not up by the shoulders, not in by the chest, just down closer in towards the ribs. Forehead to the mat. Again, pressing through the tops of the feet, the thighs and the pelvis. We're going to take a big breath in as we lift up into our cobra. Keeping those elbows hugged into the sides of the body. Well done. And breathe out, lower down. Do two more. Big breath in, rise up. And exhale out, lower down. Inhale, lift up, peel the chest. And exhale, lower down. Bring the forearms back onto the mat as if you were to push yourself back up into your Sphinx. And on an inhale, lift up into your Sphinx once more. Well done. If you wish to deepen this back bend, you can bring the hands out just a wee bit wider, press through the fingertips and lift the body up and holding it there. So you're going to feel a nice deep stretch into the abdomen, into the obliques. Nice deep breaths. Relax the shoulders. And exhale, lower down. Bring the arms out nice and wide, forehead to the mat. Just surrender to the posture, let everything relax. Unclench the muscles in the glutes. Relax both legs and relax the shoulders. Keeping that right hand and arm extended out to the side, just bring the left hand to the side of the left shoulder. Just plant the palm of the left hand onto the mat. Use that hand to push your body gently So you can roll onto that right side, keeping the right arm extended out like a bird's wing. You can stack the feet one on top of the other like this, keeping pressing down into the mat with that left hand. So you're going to get a nice stretch into that right shoulder. You can, if you wish, bend into the left knee, bring the left tiptoes behind the right leg, and instead of folding the left knee down towards the mat, lift it up and open up into that left hip. If you've got the balance and the strength and it's not too intense, you can raise that left hand up towards the sky and then wrap it around your lower back. This just intensifies the stretch, so if this is not an option for you, you can always bring that hand back in front of the face and stack the legs like we did at the start of this posture. Holding it for another few deep breaths. And release that left hand back down onto the mat, and gently you're going to start to release the left knee down as you roll on to your belly once more. Steady and controlled. Extend the left arm out to the side, right hand comes in front of the face, and in your own time, nice and slowly, start to push through that right hand just so you can roll onto the left side. And again, you can stack those legs one on top of the other. You can keep the right hand in front of the face, or you can bend the right knee, bring the foot around the back of the left leg, push through that right hand, and remember to open up into the right hip. So instead of bringing the right knee down, you're going to open it up. And you can lift, if you have the balance and the strength to do so, the right arm up towards the sky and wrap that arm around the back of your lower back, just coming into a gentle bind. A few deep breaths. Quite an intense stretch into the shoulders, into the front of the chest. So just go with ease. And you can lift that right arm up, place the right hand in front of the face again, bend with the right knee, lower it down towards the mat as you gently roll back onto your belly. Well done. Just nice and gently push your body up, coming into your tabletop position once more. So from here, you're going to come onto the fingertips because it just makes it a bit easier. And you're going to bring that right foot forward. So your right foot is out to the side of the right side of the mat. Your hands are straight in front. So you can stay on the fingertips. You may even want to put some blocks there, or if you can come flat down onto the palms of the hands. Your left leg out behind will be extended as straight as it can. So you can come up onto those left toes, rock back and forth just a little bit, just to get used to the movement and just really to loosen up into the joints a little bit more. Nice deep breaths. So from here, we can bring our right hand, leaning into the left hand, and push the right knee out. Just see how that feels. If it's too intense, then you can come back to the position that we were in. Nice deep breaths. So you're rolling on to the baby toe side of your right foot. You can release your right hand back down onto the mat. If it's an option, you can lower down. Getting deeper into the right hip. Again, you can bring in any movement that might feel good just to loosen everything up. Nice deep breaths. Take 3 here. Well done. Nice and slowly make your way up. And just as you walk the hands back, start to shift the bum back, point the toes up towards the sky. Pause there for a few deep breaths. You're just getting a nice stretch and a release into the right leg. Good job. So shift forward and release the right foot back behind, coming back into tabletop. So you can rock back and forth. You can even do some hip circles by bringing your knees out a bit wider, just to loosen up into the hips a wee bit more and to move the fluid around. Well done. So back to tabletop, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left foot forward, down onto the hands, on the fingertips, on a block, whatever you prefer. So we're not rolling onto the baby toe side of that left foot just yet. So we're just pausing here to get a feel of any areas that might need a little bit more attention. So you can come up onto those right toes, again rock back and forth, and adjust as you need to, guys, as well. If it doesn't feel right, then you know you need to adjust it. Drop the knee down, and remember you can adjust the foot whenever you need to, and rock. One side will feel tighter than the other, and that's completely normal. This time we're going to bring the weight onto the right hand and push that left knee out with the left hand, so you're opening up into that left hip. So your foot is going to roll onto the baby toe side of that left foot. Nice deep breaths, well done. Hands back to the mat. Optional to stay up, guys. You don't have to come all the way down if you don't want to. But if you can, you're going to start to lower and make your way down. Hold it for 3 breaths. Well done. Good job, and make your way back up. Shifting the weight back and extending the left leg. Toe is pointing up towards the sky. So you're just getting a nice release and nice stretch into the back of that left leg. Good job. Shift the weight forward. Back into tabletop. Bring the knees out a wee bit wider. And again, we're going to do some of those big hip circles. Again, for the same reason, just to loosen up the hips, get the fluid moving. Can rock back and forth into a different version of your upward dog, just to release any tension. And bring your big toes to touch. Knees stay out nice and wide, sit bones down on top of the heels, forehead to the mat, Balasana. Inhale, lift up. And then from here, just swing those legs out in front. Keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. You can even lift the flesh if you've got an arse, which I don't, but you can lift the flesh
and make sure your sit bones is firmly planted into the mat. Sit up really tall, big breath in, circle the arms. Exhale, fold forward, but you're folding as in you're hinging from the hips, so you're not rounding the upper back. So inhale up, exhale, hinge, open up into the chest, pause there. Well done, deep breaths. And release. From here, we're going to make our way. I'm going to grab a pillow to make this extra cozy. And I'm going to place it underneath my legs just to elevate the legs up and gently lower back all the way down into our Shavasana. Well done, guys. So you could stay here for as long as you need to. I'm going to start to make my way up. I'm going to bring my knees in towards my belly. Gently rock side to side. Give my lower back a gentle massage. If you enjoy this practice, please subscribe and like the video and leave a comment. So thank you all for joining me in this practice, and I'll see you all in the next one.